Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Kill10 Rats. Welcome back to Sunless Sea. Welcome back to the undersea adventures of Captain Rutherford, who continues conspicuously alive. A state I'm still not getting used to, and that could change at a moment's notice, but so far we have successfully returned from our, I don't know, was it 5th expedition? 6th? Something like that. Depending on how you count. It is sort of the 8th or 9th episode now. In any case, we have a few options. We should start off with resting to get our restful night, since, you know, how many of those have we got now? Is it only one? Maybe we can only have one, I'm not entirely sure. Ah yes, we only have one, just in case the nightmares come back. And we still have our klutz of Sphinx stone, but we now know where to get rid of it. We also have an alarming amount of port reports, I believe. Why am I going to London? I should go to the Admiral and... yeah, port reports. Quaker's Haven, we've done that. We've done that as well. Indeed. Yes, indeed. We've gained Fort Terror. God damn it. Oh, because it burst into flame again. Oh, okay. He needed to change his clothes. Right, do we have any more? Isle of Cats. Yes, we have read that before. Or do we? We have, yeah. Why is that an accomplishment? We've seen this text before. Weird. Port Carnelian. Ah, that is actually new. You know, I sometimes wonder whether that place was a good idea. I didn't say that. 30 echo? That seems to be sort of the maximum for, I guess, regular reporting for something that's farther away. We got an achievement. What's the old monster up to now? Okay, we've got more fuel and the Grand Geode. Right, the Mild Terror again. Right, yes. And we've had that before. Oh, is that always there? We've had that before. I don't understand. Okay, no current commission. 3 favor. We have 10 favor. Not too bad. Well, we'll pass on the strategic information again. We got 150 echoes and another favor. And we'll ask for another commission. Okay, we wanted to go south anyway, so that is quite nice and fitting. I want to hang on to these. Yes, we have 2 now. We have nothing else. Do we have anything in our holes that we can sell? I don't want to sell this. No, 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 no. Nope. We should just reprovision a little. Oh, we only have 3 for food. Well, that's not amazing. That's really not amazing. I don't necessarily want to sell fuel though. So I hope we'll be able to make do with this until we get somewhere where food is not that expensive. I think Port Carnelian was actually fairly cheap, so we should be okay, I hope. I don't think there's anything else we can turn into money. No, not really. And let's just quickly check, where did you want to go? Oh, the Chelinet. We haven't found that yet. Can I do anything with you? We need to dine, so I need to buy the torpedo components at some point. Do we want to work? Let's actually... How many secrets do I have? We have 8. Okay. We can increase pages. We have... How many pages? Okay. Let's bump that up to 35. You could increase iron. No thanks. You can increase hearts. Let's bump that up to 40. What can you increase? Veils. Also to 40. And I think you can do mirrors, can't you? Yes. Let's put that up to 60. That looks nice and well rounded. That's very pleasing. Right, so we have the recent news. I just want to make 100% sure that I have them. Where are they? Where are they? No. There they are. Right. We have the recent news. And that's all we really need. So, do we make a straight run down there, or do we actually... I think we make a run past the Cumian Canal and into Port Carnelian to resupply with food, and then run over to Adam's Way and get rid of our freight. This is worrying though. Maybe we should steer clear of the Iron Republic, but it's just too juicy. And we can also get some more fuel there, since I want to keep the lights on, and it does seem to have an effect on fuel consumption. But anyway, we should be all right, I hope. Iron Republic is really intriguing. Like, I hope maybe there's still options to unlock anything further there. Okay. Ooh. Boys. Right, thank you, boys. See if we can brutally murder one of them. Not sure why I want to, but... Okay. Shit. Okay. No, crap. Why is my crew not... Why aren't we reloading? What the hell is happening? I'm gonna die here because my crew isn't reloading for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, this is a bit weird. Okay, that was close. So can we now take him out? Do you think? Yep, we can. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Let's eat one and dissect the other, I guess. Right. Okay, thank you. Make a turn. I'm not too worried about the oil, so that's okay. Do we want to turn in here? Maybe we do, actually. Right, let's butcher it. Okay, that's only one fragment. That's really not a lot. I think that's really not worth it anymore. Could try and get some repairs at Pig Mode as well. What I'm mostly after is some sort of financial windfall again, since we need to sort of push ourselves to 3,000 in some way. We got a port report. Oh, we haven't succeeded at yet. Let's try. Did we succeed? We succeeded. Okay, we haven't seen that yet. I'll read it out then. You don't know the cliff paths like the locals do, and you have to climb more than walk. Your skin is sheen with sweat by the time you reach the top. They've started without you. How rude. An elderly fellow wears a feathered headdress and not much else. He seems to be leading the ceremony. One assistant holds an ear of corn. Where did he find that down here? Another a stone jug, another a clay tablet. The elderly priest addresses them all to his congregation. You catch snatches of it. The drowned man is not a god, the villagers hiss a reply. He came from the north, and to the north he will return, another reply. The north is too cold for gods. Too cold for gods, they intone delightedly. Finally, they nod in agreement. The circle turns as one to grab one of their number, a man or woman. With a lamp, they carry him, or possibly her, to the precipice and hurl the flailing body over the edge, down into the oily black waves far below. Their business done, the locals remove their robes and wander amiably back to town. They all seem quite jolly. Apparently the night's business went well. They retreat to the Cock and Magpie for a pint. We've gained a Tale of Terror. We've gained fragments. We've gained terror. And that's all for now. Charming. Really charming. Let's go for drinks. And... Oh, wow, okay, I never made that correlation. So apparently the fights with the crabs reduce our terror rating if we kill something, I think. Well, that is quite nice, actually. That I didn't realize so far, and I appreciate it. Not too bad. Not too bad. That is an incentive to pick fights more often, I suppose. I just need to get better at them, but I really don't know what was going on with the shooting there. I mean, I had it in my sights, did I not? And then somehow the reloading stopped. Was it jammed, maybe? Is that a thing? Can that happen? Because if so, then... well, then that happens. Can we... oh... can we get a bead on you, dear Krabby? Yeah, we didn't hit you though. Okay. Let's try to outrun it. Get it to charge. And then hopefully turn around and hit it in the face. But it'll hit us as well. Shit. Oh well. It's worth it for the terror. And worth it for the food. Oh, that was just in time. Not too bad. Alright, did we lose terror? We did. Wow, that is a nice way to drive down the terror. I was already wondering how we can do that in some effective way, since, you know, it's been consistently above 50 for the last couple of episodes. So I'm glad I found a way to keep that somewhat level now. Ooh, no. No. Or maybe yes. Screw you, Gillifleur. Oh, you are fast as hell. Still reached us. Holy crap. How much damage did it do? Okay. Alright. Dodged it. Can we... okay, wow, you have a lot of health. That's probably not gonna worth it. Okay. That was not intended to be that close of a dodge, really. Ooh. Okay, let's not. Let's not do this. Alright, I'm gonna pull in here and get our surface gossip, our port report, and our strategic information, and then hopefully it'll piss off. Okay, where's pig mode? It's over there, right? Yeah, let's run down to here. Does that make sense? I'm okay with where we are right now. I keep pushing our engine to its absolute limits though. That's always a risky business. But yeah, we need a better ship, we need a better gun. Otherwise we're eventually going to run afoul of something that'll just take us out in 1 or 2 hits. In which case we'd start over with someone who's not Rutherford, but still. You know, I want to give this guy a good run, because he's suffered a lot. And, you know, I'm curious how far we can take it. Ooh, that doesn't look so good. Let's not chance it. What are you guys? Okay, let's try to sneak by. Uh-huh. They seem to be patrolling down there. That is not appreciated. Okay, we seem to have made it past them. I hope our fuel, or rather our food, will last us until Port Carnelian. Right. What the hell? Oh, we had that once, I think. Yeah, we need Terra 70. I'm sort of happy we don't do that. Allow your sailors time ashore. This will increase your terror. Perhaps something else horrible will happen. Why would I do that? I mean, considering this is sort of a word of warning not to do this, it's probably a really, really good idea to do it. But right now, I'm just teetering too much on the brink here. Compile port report. Gain a memory, Tale of Terror. Pages remain unchanged. And the Parliament of Flies is open for business. The Parliament of Flies. This is also quite intriguing, like Devil Bone Dice, Stygian Ivory, and 1 secret. I'm actually gonna note this down, because this is one of the things that I want to keep an eye out for then. Let's have a look. So, Tittering, Artificer, Iron Republic, 12 Devil Bone Dice, and 7 Stygian Ivory, plus 1 secret. We have already run into Stygian Ivory, I think, somewhere. Alright guys, do you have fuel for me? You do, okay. That should do us. And I guess now we set sail to Port Carnelian and then hopefully make it to Adam's Way somehow. Okay, you guys... The sea is suddenly a little more populated than I'm used to. Let's try to stick to the shore now that this guy's high beams, because I'm not sure whether it's friend or foe, but I'm guessing foe. Okay, I'm gonna try to outrun him, but this is not gonna be easy in this dust storm or whatever it's supposed to be, ash storm. Huh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The killing wax wind blows from the south. Engines labor, sailors cry out and fall. Yeah, that is unpleasant as hell. Okay. Let's put our beams back on, because this whole terror business is a little... 50. Right. Grand Geode. Are we gonna chance it again? It's also quite a terror magnet really, but port report always seems to be worth at least some fuel and some echoes, so We're trying to not spurn things that can give us money. Alright. Port report. And I think I'm gonna give the person in authority a pass again, because I'm just not very keen on gaining, I don't know, how much was it? 25 terror in one shot. That was a bit nasty. I will try to mix up the route a little. I'm just really going down here again because I want to get rid of the Sphinx Stone, otherwise I wouldn't even be in this part of the map at the moment. I really want to explore more to the east and more to the north. But maybe if we can resupply and maybe lose some terror in Adam's Way, or maybe even just resupply, we can make a run up to the north and explore parts of the farther east, and then just swing back west to London that way, or maybe even just swing north all the way if we can make that work somehow. Oh wow, we are getting slowed down significantly at the moment. This can actually be a problem if you're low on supplies and you're suddenly not able to make any more progress. Whoops. But we should be fine. Unless I'm misremembering it. I think it was here that we could get cheap food, but it doesn't matter. Like, if we can get any type of food, I'm already fine with that. Okay, so to the colony we go. Maybe we should talk to a tiger this time around, not to the governor. See something else at least. Right, let's see. Supplies 18, yes, indeed. This is a lovely place for this sort of thing. So let's get 6 up running, and let's get 2 more fuel. Yeah, that's fine. Sapphire exchange. Okay, so maybe we can gather sapphires and then, you know, pan for sapphires if we had a bit more iron. This whole agent thing is still fairly interesting, but I think I'm gonna talk to the tiger. Trouble abroad. The Blue Bazaar is Port Carnelian's great indoor market, arched, lofty, plush with patterned carpets, where the vendors display their wares, most of all awash with gossip. The tiger chats about the bandit prince, their supposed monarch, and his palace deep in the jungle. He'll lever the conversation onto the state of his people. He has no complaints, he says. Not even about the recent reinstatement of the travel restriction on natives, nor the report of a tiger killed at the jungle's edge. His tail flicks. Right, so they're keeping up appearances, I suppose. We're gonna go to the tea shop. Maybe we'll lose some terror. Yes, we did. That is something I can appreciate. And yeah. A native ambush. Perhaps ambush is too strong a word, but there's a tiger sitting on a broad mushroom cap asking unflattering questions about your nutritional value. You retreat. But we gained a tail of terror. That's actually not too shabby. Alright, let's get the hell out of here and make it to Adam's Way. Can sort of maybe take a bit of a curved way there. Maybe we can uncover something that we haven't seen yet. Gonna send out our good friend Mr. or Mrs. Bat to supply us with accurate information, however she, he, it does it. Nothing in range. Nope. Okay. I wonder how this works. Does it uncover it like sector by sector? I feel like that's sort of how it works. Like there's a square. Yeah, it seems to be how it works. Okay, there's like a square that gets uncovered the moment you enter it. That's at least good to know for the ultimate map uncovering mission. Blood on the wind. Aye. Okay, so let's drop off our recent news at the ship again. No, let's not do that. Oh, we should actually be wary of these arsehole fluttering swarms here that have a pretty good way of wrecking our ship completely. I hope they're not anywhere near, and if they are, we will give them a white berth, because that did not end so well last time. But yeah, I think we should have a half-decent basis to stick around this area a little bit longer and see what else we can discover. And oh, there they are. Lights out, boys. Turn around and maybe go past the other side of the ship. Wonder why not attacking this guy though. That's I'm a little offended being singled out for bullying this way. Damn you, parrot, bat type, whatever you are. But yeah, we should be able to make it past them. Like 500 health. If we ever want to get our revenge, we should definitely roll out the big guns and hopefully, you know, bring a bigger boat. So, okay. Let's cut down a little bit southish so we can... Yep, okay, we've got them there. Alright, that should be fine. And hopefully we'll make it to Adam's Way without any further hassle. We're approaching Adam's Way. Laughter from the foredeck. Are these assholes following us? You bastards. Right, seems like we've made it, or almost made it. We have a bit of food left, we have a bit of fuel left. Hopefully we can get a little bit more, especially since hopefully these guys aren't gonna tell us, oh yes, you know that Sphinx Zone, you need to take it to Wither now. Because then I'd probably just throw it into the sea. Alright, there it is. I'm rather curious what we're gonna get. If we're gonna get anything. At this point I'm just happy to be rid of the stuff. It did pay our way quite nicely for a while though. Alright. A tale of a city recently fallen. A new day. Is their interest strategic, or do they just enjoy hearing about London's miseries? Regardless, they permit you to dock. The day has just begun. In the town square, a yellow priestess plants a seed in a bed of black soil. No sooner has she patted down the soil than a tiny shoot pokes forth. By mid-morning it will be a sapling, by lunchtime a budding tree. By the evening's end it will wither and fall. You must be back on your ship before then. Lost one recent news, a tree of a single day is a hopeful sapling, green and budding. Deliver a Sphinx Stone. A tilted temple squats in the shade of a gum-hard shroom. This is where Penstock sent you. Your sailors rack the stones, complaining as sailors generally do. The Temple of the Mountain's Mother. The priestess wears bazaar black. Her eyes are lost in the snaking coils of her hair. The altar is here, she intones. She holds out a bag of coins to you and points to the floor. Yes, that block. Place it here. Put the others in the sea. Only one is worthy. What the hell? A trial of blocks, a sacrifice of stones. How quaint! Then the priestess leans over to whisper the reason for it. The birth, the heart, the chain. Your head spins. You stagger outside to recover. The door slams shut. Fortunately, you hang on to the coins. You've gained 1 mirrors. The tree is tall and strong. You've one secret. You've got 1,000 echoes. Well, thank you very much. Oh, we've ignored an event, I think. Well, listen to a storyteller. Ignore the gaudy entertainments, internet to defraud visitors, pass the street hawkers. An avuncular broker has a commission. His client has a task of modest but scriptural significance. He's conducting interviews. Catch a nut that falls from the tree of a single day. Picking them from a branch is forbidden, but fallen ones are useless. A matter of luck. Sit beneath a tree and let the hours pass. The presbyterate adventuress, a tall woman in a salt-caked Royal Navy uniform, is methodically shooting giant land snails off a chunk of fallen statue. This is interesting. You approach. She lines up another shot. A tall woman in a salt cake, etc., etc. Engage an officer, the presbyterate adventurers. Afternoon, sir. Looking for a gunnery officer. Well, we have one, but we can never have too many. So, or I hope not, and at least. Oh, hello, Captain. Is this one of yours? I had to knock her about a bit. She didn't like taking orders from foreigners. Still, we're good friends now. The adventurers claps the black-eyed sailor on the back. Oddly enough, they do seem to be friends now. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, we can't check now. Well, we have one more, I think. Oh, we have two more. Okay. Let's check for the commission. He meets you on the balcony of a shoreside coffee house. His handshake is effusive. His smile and cummerbund are broad. He urges you to squares of sticky baklava and a tiny glass of black coffee sweetened with a sprig of mint. Thanks, Game. Now I'm hungry again. I trust you won't mind answering a few questions, he asks, opening a notebook. To ensure we're on the same page, so to speak. The interview is scandalously personal. What business has he to ask such things? Answer truthfully. Unlocked with one secret. Lie to him. A high-risk challenge. 24%. I think we'll sacrifice a secret. An unexpected tactic. He blinks in surprise. Goodness, I must admit I expected you to lie. Never mind, never mind. Knowing you as well as I do now, I think we can do business. Okay. How do we do business? Accept the commission. He orders a plate of figs soaked in honey. Tell me, what do you know about the disciples of the thief faces? Nothing at all. Doing the prester's work. The prester. Okay. I wonder if this is sort of harking back to the whole Prester John myth in the Middle Ages, where you had sort of a presbyter king supposedly to the east of the Islamic world, that the Crusaders were always talking about, hoping that he would come with his gigantic army and assist in their conquering of Jerusalem. Like, I wonder if this is like a reference to Prester John or something. But yeah, interesting. So, he orders a plate of figs soaked in honey. Tell me, what do you know about the disciples of the Thief of Faces? Or snuffers to children and Londoners, awful creatures, eat candles, steal faces. Erasing them is a sacrament. An associate of mine recently found one in Port Carnelian, but before he could expose it, he disappeared. Maybe the snuffer got him, or perhaps one of the port's spies. The place is stuffed with them. Your commission is to root out Port Carnelian's snuffer. Capture it, bring it back here. I'd like to ask it a question or two. He pops a fig in his mouth. Well, I think we have that now. So, what do we do? Listen to a storyteller, since we're wanting to pick up tales anyway. Buzzing of the bees. Climb the stairs, cut into the hill. Sit at the foot of the bee-kept stone columns. They will shield you from the southern mountain heat. Be quiet, listen. All storytellers share the shadow. The Prester is on the verge of declaring the Dawn Machine a blasphemy. London's bureaucracy is riddled with the children of the Thief of Faces. An expedition of foreigners recently put to shore to the west, then went south in search of the garden. They were discovered and given to the Red River. The garden. Adam's Way, the garden. Are they sort of protecting Eden? Interesting. Okay. And we can attend a funeral feast. Yeah. Of course, a public square, a gathering of the bereaved, uncannily cheerful, a table shining with cutlery, white china plates, and tall glasses. You move closer for a better look. The replete occupy lofty positions in the presbyterate's military. Despite their sanguinary past, they dine with the prester and send their children to be educated at London's university. However, they maintain their tradition of eating their dead. The feasts are held in public. Here in the broad square stretches a splendid table. The departed was only a distant relative, some great aunt or second cousin, and the atmosphere is jolly. Servants carry the deceased over in steaming joints, cooked to perfect pinkness. A stately mourner stands, already wobbly from wine. Shall I carve? No thank you, I think. Hurry away, steal scraps from the table, a very chancy challenge. No, I don't think so. We'll observe. Feasting. A plummy anthropologist cranes her neck for a better view. This isn't normal here, you know, she tells you, noticing your interest. The other nations of the Presbyterate think they're crackers. Still, I bet the Prester finds them useful. The threat of imminent cannibalism must facilitate no end of diplomatic negotiations. A salt cellar passes along the table. Napkins dab at mouth corners. The anthropologist is warming to her subject. I hear the practice began with one of their forebears who sailed too far north. I may have to take a trip that way, see what it's like for myself. Gained 1 terror and a tale of terror and a memory of distant shores. Well, that was quite profitable. Return to our ship. Okay. And I don't think we can... Oh, we can buy stuff here. That's actually appreciably cheap. I think we'll get some more fuel and some more supplies. Yeah, let's go with that. And yeah, we are provisioned. Our terror is not too horrible, so we definitely should be able to make some headway into northern areas, or maybe even further east. Let's just strike a little more to the east and send out our bat friend. I wonder if we can haul another batch of Sphinx stone down here and they'll pay us another 1,000 again. Because that would get us very close to our new ship, you know. And I'd like a new ship. I've been thinking about skipping the Corvette and going straight to the merchant ship, but I think that's 8,000, and that's maybe a little more than I'm willing to save up with being sort of stuck with this fairly crappy little trawler here. Varchas, or Varkas, is a long way to the... Wow, that is a long way. Well, and we seem to have either a ship or a lighthouse up there. I think I'm gonna crawl along the shore though. A buttery bloom of light on the southern horizon. You approach Varkas, the mirrored city. Okay. It is again, I think, closer than it appeared. But hey, I'm glad, you know. Let's see, there we are. I don't think Captain Rutherford ever expected to live long enough to find these long distant places, considering how he commenced his journeys in the Untersee. The mirrored city where light was always the law. The burning white light of Varkas. The walled city of Varkas is a tangle of green vines and luminescent fungal flowers slow blooming around mouldering stone. A quincunx of carved stepped towers rise over the walls and pour burning white light into the bleak sky. A rough shadow path leads from the docks to the mirrored gates of Varkas. 2 towering carved stone lamps throw their light on the angled mirrors, and a blue-cloaked guard stands in the reflected pool of light. The city is a beacon against the tree-hushed sprawling darkness of the elder continent. In the far distance, a vast mountain glimmers. Choke on the smell. It's overpowering, sweet. It comes from the fungus growing wild all over the city's stones. The sailors wave you over. They're sitting on some upturned crates on the docks, playing a game with the mirrored chips and stylized snakes made of bone. Ask the guards a few questions. Tell the guard you wish to enter. Compile a port report. Tone down the details of the light and its brilliance. You don't want to inspire envy in the Admiralty Star. Okay. Let's talk to the guard. Never a bad idea to gather a little intelligence before heading into unknown waters or cities, as the case may be. The blue-cloaked guard only acknowledges your existence when you step out of the darkness of the path and into the light from the lamps. The guard stands in the middle of the pool of light, looking warily at the darkness beyond you. Up close, the guard's blue cloak is threadbare and mossy along the hem. A pattern of embroidered sun runs along the collar, but the gold thread is dull. The kohl around her eyes is smudged. "Well, Thomas," she asks, "are you going to ask your questions, or are you just going to stare?" Her tone is brusque, but her expression is curiously eager. You do not think Varkas receives many visitors. "Your name is not Thomas," you correct her politely. Ask about the light, ask about her, ask about the city's customs. You have no more questions. Well, ask about the customs. "Don't touch the mirrors, don't even look into the mirrors," she says, her voice hard, "and try very hard not to dream." Were you expecting something along the lines of "don't murder anyone" or "only wear red on special occasions"? Still, you nod and smile. Ask about the light. It all seems a bit wasteful, possibly even ostentatious. "We must always walk in Mihr's light, so we burn our lamps night and day to banish darkness from the mirrored city," she tells you proudly. "If we let darkness corrupt us, we would no longer be Varkazi any longer." "But Thomas, like you wonder, is that so terrible a fate?" Her mocking laugh answers you even before her words do. "Yes, it would be terrible indeed, Thomas, and before you ask, no, I do not have any desire to leave Varkas. The rest of Neath has fallen from Mihr's grace, and I have no wish to join them." Huh. Well, does she like her job? Does anyone? "It's a great honor to guard the mirrored gates," she snaps defensively. She gestures to the edge of the pool of light illuminating her post. "It's very dangerous. Even a small stumble and I could fall into the dark." Her voice goes thready. "I would be banished from Mihr's grace. I would lose my name. That is why they only send the bravest outside the walls." Thank you. She looks a little disappointed, but does not try to engage you further. Can we enter? She makes a mark in her ledger before ringing a brass bell. The mirrors of the gates rearrange to give you space to pass, but never once allow shadow to touch the guard. "Our ways are not yours, Thomas. Remember that and walk in the light of Mir." Well, okay. Your eyes are blinded by the brilliance of the light. The verdant rot smell is even thicker. The heat of so much flame and reflected light presses oppressively against your skin. Your head pounds. It is a few minutes before your eyes adjust and you can look around. Brass lamps and gilded sconces hang from every wall. I have never really found out how to pronounce that sconces word. Sconces? I have no idea. Hang from every wall, and phosphorescent fungus glows moss-like upon doorways and ceilings. Cunningly arranged mirrors catch every droplet of light and diffuse it till each cobblestone and rampart of the city is drenched and blazing and utterly without shadow. Who do you speak to? It's like this game is presenting me with so many words that I've only seen written down and never heard a single time spoken out loud, so I'm like, what the hell? In any case, the Firekeeper. Okay, I don't think they speak, at least according to Dark Souls, but hey, we can give it a try. Dressed all in saffron, a pair of thick fireproof gloves dangled from a silver chain at her waist. Actually, that's not true. The one in Firelink Shrine doesn't speak. The rest of them do. Sorry about that little excursion into Dark Souls. The white-cloaked guard, the fungus carder, the jewel-turbaned youth. Continue your explorations. Okay, the knells of towers no more than 4. We could talk to the winking furtive whatever it is. He looks utterly overjoyed to make your acquaintance, the bangles on his wrist flashing as he presses his hands together in greeting. "My friends and I would be honored if you would attend a small gathering with us, Thomas. We're so eager to hear about the world outside Varkas city walls." It seems an innocuous enough invitation, but then why does his gaze dart around so anxiously as he tells you how to find his mansion in the Eastern District? Well, let's explore some further, or... I want to talk to the Firekeeper. I'm too important to play guide to you, Thomas, she tells you before you even open your mouth. I'm the keeper of the Western Principal Mirror. She points up at the enormous multi-faced mirrors set atop each of the city's 5 towers. I'm only here because I'm looking for my idiot brother. He's probably busy pouring wine down some pretty dark-eyed boy's throat in a tavern. Is it a matter of great urgency, you wonder? He's late for his lamp checks in the sacred district, is her terse reply as she hurries away. If the Agni-Hotri found out, he'd be lucky to end up a lake dredger. We've gained a memory of distant shores. That is nice. And we should continue our explorations. Your eyes are blinded. The city is even thicker. I think that's exactly the text we had before. You walk gallery courtyards, wreathed with vines and fungal blooms. Long straight roadways crisscross the length and breadth of Varkas, the stone worn by the wheels of carts and the tread of thousands of slippered feet. Lamplighters constantly check the fuel levels of the sconces and replace wicks. Firekeepers check the coiled spring mechanisms that control the angle of the mirrors. There is much to explore. Where will you go next? Entertainment, the hospital, the guardhouse, Temple of Mirror, mention of the turbaned youth, or the inn. What do we need for this? Okay, we need a lot for this. Well, let's go here. And we were invited after all. You are not entirely sure what you were expecting from the jewel-turbaned youth's invitation. Perhaps a candlelit dinner and a genteel seduction. It turns out to be an evening of card games and chilled wine with a rather eclectic collection of friends. But as the wine is drunk and the cards are played, the gathering takes on a certain political tone. A raggedly dressed artisan begins complaining about the Agni-Hotri's trade restrictions. A novice priest points out contradictions in Mihar's mantras. A stone carver questions whether his daughter should also have to follow in the same profession. Will you tell us a story? Decline firmly. Tell them of yourself. Return to the city center. Invent a fanciful tale. Tell a wondrous tale. A very chancy challenge, a tough challenge. Tell them of yourself. It might be nice to be honest, especially to a group of people you will never have to meet again. Yeah, I don't know. This one. Let's do that. You wet your throat with tart wine and fix your eyes on a carved lintel and begin your own somewhat convoluted tale. At the end, they look slightly dissatisfied, slightly relieved. You were hoping that you would tell us some lies. You're a little insulted after all. It's not as if you make a habit of telling strangers of your past. I mean no insult, he adds placatingly. We only have true stories here in Varkas and no inventions, no made-up tales. Oh, interesting. Well... let's lie to them then. Your crew would have enjoyed this tale and probably added their own aside embellishment. Still, you couldn't have hoped for a more appreciative audience. They gasp and moan and shudder guiltily as your story comes to a climax. Afterwards, the jewel-turbaned youth takes you by the hand. His own is shaking and his skin is clammy. We are forbidden from the trickery of storytelling in Varkas. I have never heard anything so sublime. We have a searing enigma. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Well, let's see what the entertainment has to offer. Maybe we can get our terror down a bit. Return to the city center, join the gaming table, the arguing priests, the duelists. Okay. The courtyard is strewn with white sand. The duelists fight with curving twin-bladed scimitars in each hand. You could try your luck in an exhibition match. I don't think we're the kind of person to do this. I think we're probably better to listen in on the priests. No, the initiate shakes her fist at the irate novice. You cannot undermine a heard text with mantras from a remembered one. Apparently the difference is this. Heard texts were cosmic truth whispered by Mirror himself to the ancient sages. Remembered texts do not claim such illustrious origins and are merely passed down wisdom. The difference might seem trivial to you, but apparently this is a subject of heated theological debate. A few of the other patrons look on indulgently and offer bits of scripture or shouted exhortations. We succeeded. I think we are about to be thrown out here. Are we not? Oh, we can go to the inn. The light is endless and merciless. Will you sleep? All visitors to Varkas are given one night's accommodation in the city's only inn. It's a handsome stone mansion arranged around a pleasantly cool courtyard. Frescoes of city life are painted on the walls. Given how few visitors Varkas hosts, you suspect the inn is more usually used by philandering locals. Evening falls, or does it? The town's 5 principal mirrors are mounted on coiled spring mechanisms and alter their angles subtly to create the impression of evening. Across the city, the firekeepers throw pinches of colored powder into the lamps, and the quality of light yellows to a softer brightness. So we can... Yeah, I think this is who we need to talk to. Or we could go to the courtyard. Oh, we're gonna go with this one. He stared up in horror, spilling burgundy red wine everywhere. His young companion looks irritated. I'm late, he shouts. Mir, forgive me. The Agnihotri is going to skin me alive. He pumps your hand in gratitude. Thank you. I won't forget this. Here, take my arc jewels. 3 outlandish artifacts. That was worth it. We could do the courtyard. Mirrors. That's definitely not bad. Let's do that. Their songs are curiously prosaic, the lyrics more like a biographical report than a poetic invention. You listen to a lake dredger's waterlogged, lotus-rooted dirge, you sway to the slow, steady ballad of the fungus collectors, and join in the lamplighters' quick-footed dance with mimics their evening rounds. The evening finishes with a song of mirror, which is sung to the accompaniment of stringed instruments and drums and polished glass prisms, which split the white light into rainbows to counterpoint to the notes. Okay, we've lost terror. And we've gained 3 memories of distant shores. It won't be difficult to stay awake in this constant light, but the lack of rest will take its toll. Let's try it. A meditative evening. Up late reading, thinking and watching. The shouts from the streets die as Varkas sleeps, but you're tired the next morning. We succeeded. Well, we gained 5 terror. What was the point of that then? Dawn in Varkas. Outsider time in Varkas is strictly rationed. Each morning at dawn, the guards visit the inn to eject any Tamas. They are polite but very definite. Into the dark. Return, the guard tells you, but not yet. With that, they usher you into the darkness beyond the wall. Gain 1 terror. And that's all for now. 62. Well, that doesn't really change my plans. But we're going to continue exploring next time. So I thank you very much for watching. I wish you well, and bye for now.